district in the West End. I would also point out, until recently, she was my chair at the Democratic Party of Virginia. The floor is yours, Charniele.
Thank you, George, so much, and thank you everyone for coming out, and I'd like to thank the ADC for hosting this event this evening. I see so many familiar faces in the audience, and I would like to say welcome to the 46th House District, and it's certainly an honor to share this area with George. Some of you, though, I do not know, and I just want to give you a brief background of my history here in the West End of the city. I moved here 29 years ago with my mother from a homeless shelter. We made Alexandria our home simply because it had affordable housing. At an early age, my mother taught me to be a champion for those who did not have a voice in the halls of power and to do what's right. I benefited from a public education, and I actually went to George Mason University where I studied economics. But before elected office, I served in the city on the Commission for Women, on the Commission for Youth Policy. I was president of the West End Business Association. And it was only in 2009 that I decided to enter the field of politics, and indeed it is an honor to serve each one of you. You are the most active individuals I have ever seen when it comes to any policy or issue. You are there on the forefront fighting. I fought with you to save the Winkler Botanical Preserve back in 2009 and 2010 when it was facing destruction by a road that would be built through it. You asked my legislative priority. I have to tell you my priority is continuing to do the work of the people of the 46th House District. I do have the pleasure of serving on the Crime Commission and serving on the Courts of Justice Committee. I've been able to champion through legislation and serve as the chief patron to some important bills. On the heels of the Hannah Graham disappearance and unfortunate murder, I introduced legislation to reform our missing person search and rescue so that we have now a different category of a critically missing adult so that we can get resources to a search sooner. I helped crack down on illegal cigarette trafficking. This is an issue that plagues Virginia by increasing penalties for those who violate the law. This organized crime actually has ties to terrorist activity, and it is my mission to continue to work to make our streets safer. And as a member of the Governor's Task Force on Heroin and Prescription Abuse, I've been able to successfully introduce 2 pieces of legislation that would help those who are addicted to prescribed drugs. And I've also worked and fought for raising the minimum wage, equal pay for equal work. Many talk about the value of work, but the real value is being able to bring home enough money to feed your family. And there are too many Virginians, and I know people in our own district who are working 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet. My priority is to get Medicaid expansion done here in Virginia. There are too many who are going without, who are actually scared tonight about what they have, what ailment they have, and what doctor can they go see if they cannot afford it. Those are deeply my issues and my passion, coming from poverty and understanding what it means to be scared and knowing what it means to be able to provide for your family. So I thank you so much for the honor of serving, and I ask for your vote in November.